Hi there, my name is Lara Waldman and I'm a healer and a freedom coach. And today I'd like to speak to you about deep diving within yourself. So this is one of the fundamental practices within my healing sessions, within my healing work. What we tend to do when we are struggling, when we are going through a difficult time, when we're feeling pain, when we're feeling some kind of emotion, we tend to do everything possible to avoid feeling. So we might turn to watching television, we might turn to eating, we might turn to alcohol or drugs, or staying super busy, or obsessively being on the internet or the computer. We have so many ways to distract ourselves from feeling, and this is the norm. This is what the majority of people do. So healing work is about doing the exact opposite. What we are doing is creating space to stop and be with what is going on for you. And this is also the same practice that we do in meditation. Now, it can seem counterintuitive and it completely freaks the ego out, but the most powerful path to change, to healing, is to go within and to deep dive into the center of the very thing that you're avoiding feeling. We have a huge amount of fear of really connecting to what is going on. This is, again, it's our ego protection to avoid feeling, avoid going within. But what I want to share with you today is this is the absolute foundation for creating change in your life and for healing, for moving through the things that are creating you pain, that are really challenging for you. So it's absolutely essential that you create time and space for you to connect with you. And this is what we do with meditation, as I said, and this is one of the really powerful things of booking a healing session, or any kind of body work for that matter. You're creating time and space to stop and be. So what happens when we stop and be, so if you do even allow yourself to stop, is often the mind, first of all, will go crazy. It'll be busy, 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 busy. And it's still, doing everything in its power to protect you from feeling what you're feeling, what is going on. But eventually, if you sit there long enough in meditation or lie there long enough in the healing session, eventually the mind begins to slow down and we start to drop in. We start to go within. And what's amazing about this, about staying present with what's going on for you, is that it brings your focus and attention to what is going on. And often you can feel it in your body. So it might be held as a tension or an emotion in certain parts of your body. So yeah, you can even do a quick scan now on how your body's feeling. Where's their tension? Where's their holding? Where is their discomfort? And in the physical discomfort, there'll be also an emotional link of something else going on for you on the emotional, mental level. So as you dive in, as you bring your focus and attention to these parts of your body, it gives space for whatever is going on to move and change. So we first act like the observer, just holding space, bringing your attention to what is going on for you emotionally or physically. And as you hold that space, either in meditation or if you're receiving healing, this is what I do as a healer, I hold the space and bring my focus and attention to the body. When we do that, it gives permission for whatever is going on to be there. So first of all, we just give it permission. You can be there. Whatever you're feeling is absolutely okay. Creating space for it. And when we do that, after a certain period of time, it creates space for that thing, that issue, that emotion, whatever is going on, that pain, to start to move and change. Our bodies know how to heal themselves. Our bodies want to let this stuff go. But if we are distracting ourselves like crazy, there's no space for it to move. There's no space for it to change. So when we go within, when we stop and be, bring our attention and observe what's going on, there is now space to allow what is truly going on to begin to move. And what's amazing is in that movement, emotions can come up, all sorts of interesting sensations can come up in the body, but there is a release. Sometimes a full-blown one, sometimes just a little bit, but in that release, we experience greater ease, we experience greater peace of mind, we experience greater relaxation, and a general feeling of relief. So it's interesting how we avoid dropping within, we avoid connecting to ourselves because we're scared of what we're going to feel, but actually in the deep diving, in the going right into the core of what is going on, that is what actually creates relief and actually helps us to feel better. So again, it's sort of counterintuitive, and there's a huge part of us, I call the ego, that fights this. Once we actually dive in, this is where change happens. So this is why I go on and on about the importance of meditation, because this is ideally a daily practice where you really stop and be with yourself. If you are looking for help with meditation, I have a free meditation e-course on my homepage called 4 Weeks to Free Your Mind on www.larawaldman.com, so you can go there. There's lots of help with meditation out there, but also this is what we do within a healing session or any kind of body work where you're stopping, you're lying down, you're opening up to receive and allowing, giving permission to your body and mind to begin to really dive in and let go. So this is a big part of how healing happens. It's more complicated than that, but that's definitely one aspect of it. So I highly recommend to create space for yourself every single day to stop and be. Because this is what creates change. This is what helps your mind and your body get back into alignment. So all those things that you do to distract yourself are just going to spin you out. They're not actually going to help you feel better, essentially. Maybe temporarily. But I've noticed that when people get busy, it gets worse and worse and worse and can spiral out of control. The practice of dropping in and coming back in helps you to release and to relieve some of that emotional buildup, to relieve some of that pressure, and helps you to find balance within what's going on. It also gives you greater perspective on what's going on in your life. So for me, this is a lifeline. This is absolutely essential. So create time and space for yourself every day to stop and be. This can be with meditation. You can even just lie down. I've got a video called How to Receive Free Healing with Lara, and that's another really great practice to stop and be. But just notice you'll probably really resist it. If you're not used to stopping, you'll probably have a lot of resistance, and that's the part of you that is scared of change. That's the ego. So it does require often for you to make an active choice, and you might even need to pencil it in your diary. It won't just happen naturally on a regular basis. So if you want to start creating active positive change for you, you need to book it in and make it happen. Just because there's this bit of human nature where we fight this, we fight change. So if you need any support with this, if you need any help, please feel free to contact me directly. I'd be very happy to speak to you. I hope you found this useful. I look forward to hearing your comments, and I also look forward to speaking to you again and working with you in the future.